All right, so earth signs, your overall energy is the emperor. So this could be your energy. You could be in a situation where you are trying to strategize. Maybe you are having to like oversee a situation. Maybe you're managing in regards to career. But this also could be indicating you just wanting to be in control of your life or in control of some sort of situation that you're dealing with. This is an energy that wants to establish dominance. So you have that.
Disclaimer, my readings are not for the faint of heart. Must have thick skin.
And then you have the Eight of Swords. You have the Page of Swords. Then you have the Two of Wands. The Queen of Cups. The King of Wands. The Five of Wands. And the Three of Cups. Yeah. So if you've also been kind of struggling with anxiety, or you've just been flooded with a lot of thoughts and have felt bogged down by your thoughts, like maybe you couldn't quite function because you couldn't figure things out. It seems like you are trying to get back in control of that. And it does look like you're on a mission. Maybe there is something that you see and you want to attain that. So you're taking the necessary steps to have that, whatever it is that you want. And I feel like you are looking out into the distance or looking out into the future and just kind of staking your claim in something that you're wanting to do or accomplish. You also could be in a leadership position at work. Like I said, maybe you're needing to make some sort of, I feel like you're making strategic decisions in regards to something that you're going to do. Yeah, I feel like whatever's going on it's like processing. It's very analytical. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to make a decision about, but you're strategizing here. As far as a potential love situation, this is usually the energy of someone who is watching you. I feel like someone is watching you and observing you. This is someone who's very disciplined and usually will not get distracted when they want something. They stay focused on that. So there could be someone who is obsessively thinking about you and is maybe claiming you, but they're being very strategic in how they approach you. And I feel like this person is either getting ready to shoot their shot, or they already have, but now they're just kind of like waiting back to see like how you're going to respond to their pursuit. But yeah, and it seems like maybe you're trying to see if you're interested in this person. Like you want to listen to your heart and see, you know, who is best for you. But it does look like competitive energies, and you might even be considering more than one person. Maybe you're dating. There could be two people competing for your attention. If you are dating, it seems more, it just seems more fun. Like maybe you're not taking it super serious right now. It's just like, well, we're just talking. Like I'm not really looking to settle down, but there's an attraction there. So I'll get to know this person. So you might be, you know, just kind of flirting and having fun and or playing hard to get. But yeah, I feel like there's someone who definitely is wanting to claim you. Also, there could be some sort of power struggles regardless. Maybe you want to do things on your terms, but so do they. So the both of you are, you know, kind of frustrated with each other. But I do feel like even if there is some sort of frustration, ultimately you guys kind of open up or allow for some sort of wiggle room. It's like, okay, I'll let them, you know, talk, or I'll let them do it their way, and then I'm going to do it my way. So it does seem like there could be like a little bit of give and take. And you could be dealing with an air sign, a fire sign, or a water sign. You might feel like you've met your match. Now, also, this can be the energy of someone who is resisting their desires. Let's say you know somebody's interested in you, but they're being very subtle in their approach, or really what's happening is, like I said, they're being analytical. And so maybe you are wanting to push this person into pursuing you or being more open. And I feel like initially this person is resistant to opening up to you, but ultimately it looks like they will. Now, it could be that someone who's in a relationship is being tested. Maybe there is some sort of an attraction between you and another person, but you're trying to turn that off, and maybe you're just like, well, I could at least be friends with this person, or, you know, I could be cordial with this person. So maybe that's what you're trying to do as well. There's also a situation where someone is attracted to their friend, not necessarily same sex, just somebody is like maybe attracted to their friend. And it's like you're supposed to be friends, but maybe they're having stronger feelings than that, or vice versa. Now, you also might have the type of demeanor that comes off as standoffish. Maybe you're just more of an observer. And if you are someone who is kind of distant, something happens where you do become more vulnerable. You start to maybe feel like you can trust this person. Maybe it's some coworkers that's been trying to get you to come out with them, and ultimately it does look like you do. All right, so let's see what else is going on. So this is always good energy for wanting to work independently or being like an independent contractor. It also could be that you're really wanting to start some sort of group or organization, or maybe you're trying to get people to sign up with something, and it seems like you're able to do that. If people are initially trying to resist you or ignore you, ultimately I feel like they do open up and decide to maybe join your group that you're starting. And it could be something on Facebook. It could be something that you're trying to establish at work. And you could also be meeting up with people or having some sort of business meetings. If you're having business meetings, it feels like it's fun. So going back to you maybe feeling overwhelmed with your own thoughts, like you have so many thoughts, hard for you to focus or hard for you to choose something. Ultimately, it does look like you're having to make some sort of difficult decision. Maybe you keep changing your mind about something. If you're trying to figure out something in regards to your finances, like maybe how to increase your finances or your wealth, you could be trying to do that as well. Maybe it's also difficult for you not to spend money. Like it's hard for you to save. I feel like you're also trying to figure out what else you can do. You're like, what else can I do? It looks like you're trying to find out if there's something you could do for money. Or you could be looking for a job. And then you also could just be trying to figure out something about yourself in general. It's like you're trying to understand yourself. Maybe you're trying to understand something about your health. And you're coming to the conclusion that you need to be more disciplined when it comes to something. Sometimes I feel like maybe you're confused in regards to your purpose as well. You're like, I don't know what my purpose is. You could come across as someone who is very chill, but on the inside, maybe there's something going on. You might be suspicious with someone who's trying to get you to open up, or if you find or if someone is just like too comfortable around you or oversharing, you might be a little suspicious. Like, why are they telling me all of this? Why are they being so open? So it does look like there is a possibility of someone being tempted if in a relationship. So you might find yourself attracted to somebody else, and, you know, just try to play it off like you're not. Or maybe you're just trying to keep things cordial. If you're dating more than one person, like I said, it looks like you're talking to more than one person. It still seems like there is something that you're trying to keep control of. I feel like somebody is mixing truth and lies as well. It could be that if you are confronting someone about the truth, you're asking somebody to just tell you something or to be honest. I feel that this person is not going to come forward. Even though you're trying to make it very comfortable for them, I just still feel like somebody doesn't want to tell the whole truth. And especially if they feel like they're being pressured to tell the truth. Anybody dealing with legal matters but have been reluctant to hire a lawyer, maybe because of fees, I feel like you might need one. Might have to just bite the bullet.
Tired of landlords and unexpected termination of leases? Of course you are. Come talk to me so we can find you security.
Yeah, so going back to a love situation, I again just feel like somebody is being very patient as they keep not even really keep tabs. I feel like this is like they're openly just observing you. You might find somebody staring at you at work. Or maybe someone's going to be bold enough to just say, yeah, I'm just like observing you. I'm keeping my eyes on you. I'm just trying to figure you out. Like somebody, maybe they're being very honest about that part. I feel like someone also prides themselves on discipline. I feel like somebody is like, no, like I'm a loyal person, or I'm proud of the fact that I have never stepped outside of my relationship. I'm loyal to a fault. Like something's going on where I do feel like someone prides themselves on how disciplined they are, but I still feel like there is a form of temptation taking place. It's like, well, normally I'm disciplined, but I might indulge in this just a little. So it's also possible that either you have blocked someone, especially an air sign, or this person has blocked you. I feel like maybe someone is blocked, but they're still, if you've blocked somebody, I feel like this person is still trying to keep tabs on you. Or maybe you're the one trying to keep tabs on somebody who has blocked you. And I feel like somebody also could be trying to get your attention, maybe by frustrating you or just saying anything to get a reaction out of you. Or maybe you're doing this to someone. If something becomes too complicated for you, I feel like you're gonna just like let it go. It feels like you're not wanting to deal with something that's too frustrating or complicated. Including if there's like too much drama at your place of work, you might just feel like, I can't deal with this. Like I'm leaving this job. I'm done. Or if there's too much drama in your home, you might feel the need to just like, you know, move, or have someone, or move out if you're living with someone or have roommates or something like that. Or you're the one that is living with somebody, you might decide that you just want to leave because it's just drama. I see people coming together who have been in disagreement. It's kind of like either agree, let's just agree to disagree, or you're going to come to some sort of mutual agreement. You also could agree to something just to keep the peace. Definitely it seems too like maybe you have your mind made up about something and you're like, okay, this is what I've decided to do. And maybe you've already taken the necessary steps towards it, but you're also not telling somebody or telling other people what your plan's on because you just want to keep the peace. You're like, I'm just going to keep this to myself. I'm not going to tell them that this is my plan. Yeah. If you have felt like you lost sense of yourself, or you've been feeling like too many things have been happening beyond your control, it just seems like you really want to get back in a position to be in control. You're like, I don't like, having to follow these other people's rules, or I don't like it that this is happening and I have no say. Like something's going on where you are really feeling driven to take your power back. And it seems too like maybe someone is encouraging you. There could be a water sign that's encouraging you to either get back on your feet if you feel like you've just been too relaxed or unmotivated. And whoever is encouraging you, this person can be alive or a spirit. Yeah. So two main things I'm getting from here is that in your love life, there could be two people fighting for your attention, and you also could get some sort of an ego boost. But it still seems like you're not taking any love interest very seriously at the moment. You're just enjoying the company of other people. And then as far as you alone, or just in general, you want to establish dominance. You want to take your power back. You may be having power struggles with somebody or your company or whatever, and I feel like you are definitely getting ready to take your power back. All right, so let's pull some energy cards for you. All right, additional messages for earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, you have envy, hostility, rest and rejuvenation, and then you have the garden and the gate. You might at times feel like an outsider looking in. You could also potentially find yourself being envious of other people's lives. you could be looking at something or someone from a distance and just kind of wondering, why not you? Or why didn't that happen to you? Or why isn't that your life? So even if you're happy for somebody, there is still a sense of envy. But I kind of feel like that envy is driving you to meditate and figure out how can you, achieve the same thing, or how can you focus more so on your goals rather than, looking at what other people have accomplished for themselves. Maybe you're just trying to be back in competition with yourself and nobody else. But it does seem like you have to get back centered. And, it's like you're trying to focus on something. You're trying to relax. And it still looks like you're trying to keep peace. Like if you've made up your mind that there's something that you want to do, but you're not sharing it with people, it's like you're just agreeing or doing things just to keep the peace. And you also could want to break from arguing or fighting or drama. So maybe you're like, you know what, I'm tired of being on a defense, or I'm tired of having to do XYZ. And so you decide that you're just going to take a step back and, focus on yourself and healing, some sort of mental healing. And then you also just kind of come off guarded or suspicious from certain people. You could be trying to set a boundary up between you and another person. It's just like, you stay over there, I stay over here. And so there could be something going on. It could literally be something going on with somebody's neighbor. Like maybe there's been some sort of weird energy between you and your neighbors. Maybe they've been overstepping boundaries. Maybe they keep parking in your spot. Maybe when they, do something to their yard, they leave debris in yours. Just something's going on where maybe there is a little bit of hostility towards a neighbor, including apartment living. I don't know. Maybe somebody's been keeping the music up too loud or what have you, and you're just like, you know what, I need to say something. So yeah, seems like you just want to make peace. You don't want any more drama. You don't want to be hostile or holding grudges. You just want to make peace. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.